way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Call the music.
Dude. This is intense. I love that. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dane Bramage Rocks channel. All right, it is about high time. Actually, no, it is well overdue that I got back up into Ren, because I have been such a big fan of the stuff he's come out with. The Renegades, you've been a huge supporter of this channel. I appreciate you guys so much, always checking out and commenting and chat with me online and offline and all those things. And it is super phenomenal. And I promise to keep this train rolling. And dude does not slow down. Trust me, I'm following him on all the socials and checking out all of his stuff on YouTube. And he is just continuing to crush it. And I absolutely love it. But by popular demand throughout the comments, I wanted to get into and finally watch the trilogy of Money Game. Good thing is, coming into Ren's, being a Renegade late in the game, I didn't have to wait through 2 or 3 years for these to come out and compile the whole video. I get to experience it all at once and hopefully get to have you guys relive some of those experiences as well. So starting off with Money Game Part 1, which it was originally called Money Game, which premiered October 31st of 2019 on Halloween Day. And then actually shortly after that, Money Game Part 2, which dropped April 16th of 2020. So you didn't have to wait long for that one. But then a few years later, Money Game Part 3, which came out October 12th of 2023. So it's going to be long. It's going to be fun. Let's do this and unpack it and do all the things. Ren, Money Game Trilogy, here we go. So this is actually going to be longer than I thought, because part 1 is almost 6 minutes, part 2 is a little over 3, and the part 3 is 9 minutes long. So let's go.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game.
Money's the root of all evil.
Rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we like to point the blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
This is cool. I was going to say, so is this like the battle of good and evil? Because he's wearing all black, which represents, the color of evil. And then the other guy's wearing all white, which represents like the color representing good, holy, and purity and things like that. So, and he's also being tied up. So interesting.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder that savages colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent, I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonised by Rome, and also colonised by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonise a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle, we sleep.
It's not isolated, Ren. This is happening in the United States as well. People following political beliefs, following money, doing what they're told, government control, and all that jazz. I mean, it's just gross all over the planet, isn't it? And this was 2019, so I mean, it's been going on for generations and generations. This is nothing new. This is not a new concept. This is nothing new that people have been singing about. Money game. Now I see where this is coming from. Very neat. But I still like the correlation between black and white, good and evil, yin and yang, this, that, and the other. Hopefully this dude tied up makes it out okay.
Rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. But point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game.
Huh. It's a struggle, isn't it? Oh, that's wicked. Oh, it's ringing in my ear. Gonna charge him? Oh, okay. He's gonna catch himself? Bro. Oh, no. God, this guy can tell a story. This whole time he was torturing a victim and then just ended up taking himself out instead. Holy cow. Yeah, definitely alluded to the evil, like money being the root of evil and tying it into the government and people being controlled by that, by the money and politics and control, just people in power, all those things. I mean, we're just barely unpacking this. So let's go ahead and jump on to part 2. And to be completely honest, there was a good portion of that I was having trouble following with his strong accent, but nonetheless, I think I got the gist of the message, but we'll find that out later. Just in case I don't, I know you're going to tell me below. Part 2. Okay, same tone. Boom, boom.
Strange time time we're living in panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America, Britain split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on. Needlessly bleeding, resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain.
Ooh.
Storm it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame.
I like that. He's got like a little jazzy twang to it. That's kind of a cool little thing there. Okay, so we weren't far off. People in politics, parliament, government, money, control. Yep, it's all lining up for me now. And like I alluded to last time, we also have the same problems that it seems that he's recognized or maybe pointing us as part of it. I have no idea. And I say us as Americans. I am definitely not a part of that corrupt system, if you will. I'm sure most of us are not as good as citizens. Carrying on.
But we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame.
So like smooth jazz, I like it.
Ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
We are all part of this money game. We are the pawns in this game.
This old money game. This old. Money is a game and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step one, must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step two, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste, man. Free, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be your new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4. Expand, expand, expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. Sun, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7. Press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8. Big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9. Polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10. The world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
Part of it, we're pawns in it, and he's not wrong. Product placement is huge, and the shoving it down your stinking throat so you want it, and then you go out and buy it, and then they win. Happens every time. It's just, self-control is hard when you're getting pummeled just with ads and advertisement, and these people tell you to do this and why you should do this, and this makes you cool. And then to them, that just equals money, which makes it evil, because they're using you. That's it. And I was wondering if this is why you guys wanted me to watch this. How's American going to react to a Ren song that pokes at the political corruption in America? And I'm well aware that it's here. Obviously, it's everywhere. And that's probably not why, but I do love how he threw those little, and then, apply to become president of the United States. It's like, it's part of the political money corruption. It's gross. We see it. We know about it. We got to fight against it. That's all there is to do. This old money game. I love these scenes of people just going apeshit for money. It's gross. People lose their stuff. They lose their shit for money. I mean, it's the root. We need it, but how it has poisoned our mind. I get what he's saying. I really do. And he's still got 9 more minutes of this message to go. So let's check out part 3. All right, this is intense. This is 9 minutes and 19 seconds. Part 3. Let's do this. Hell yeah. Tell me that's him. Oh, it's that guy. I love how he ties this all together. That must be Samuel. Which was the same guy from part 1? Okay. Or is that Ren? So if that's Ren, he was playing that piano. Oh, he was. Dude, I didn't know he could do that. That was awesome. So is the other dude wearing a blue tie?
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
Police from inside of his pocket. Wow. His first words were mine, mine, mine. So he was already grown up to a world of greed. What a story. Brought him all the way up to 30 years old, from becoming a software developer to selling it, and then his ability just continued to make him more and more money. And then he started selling arms, then they got into drugs and selling that. No, no, my Lord. Talk about like chasing the dollar. Good night. Ren is freaking phenomenal at telling a story. And again, all this is like done in one take. This is absolutely out of control. This freaking guy, man, never ever ceases to amaze me.
From the po-po inside of his pocket. "35, he gets the call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again.
Paralyzed, yeah. Well, dude, started getting out of control doing drugs and alcohol and fought the cartel, you get shot. This is fascinating. This must have been a separate take. That's fine. That's so cool how they throw all this in there, like the bullets flying by. Oh.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41, he wasn't walking. 42, not walking quickly. 43, never running round the pavements of his city. 44, inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him. And it's a version of she. And it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music.
Dude. This is intense. I love that. 40, he wasn't walking. 41, he was barely walking at all. Or it's kind of like started back over from him being at rock bottom or being at a baby, which is insane, dude. Hit brilliance. Just dude, out of the three, this is by far my favorite. By far. I get the first two with the money and the corruption and the politics and all the things he's doing it. Now he's talking about how money can affect an individual's life, especially when it turns to greed. This is phenomenally told. This is absolutely incredible.
Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life.
This is.
The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consume till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Cue the music. Oh. Oh.
45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Oh, God, that made me nervous. I bet that made you guys nervous too. You're like, oh, you're anticipating it happened. That was the quickest 9-minute video I have ever seen. You saw it. I was just sitting there staring. And this is Ren. See, good Lord. That's Ren. That's what Ren does to me. And you, and all of us. I know that the renegades are here. Awesome. Okay. I got to get my mind straight. Stick around for a few minutes. Let's do the wrap up. So what truly kicked my butt about that one is he took a trilogy, but told two different stories, right? So it seemed in part 1 and part 2 was all about the greed of the money, you know, the good and the evil that comes from and leads to all things at the subject of money, and then the politics that come along with it, and the controlling, and then the big corporations, and like big pharma, big corporation, big bank, and then big government, and this, that, and the other, and all the evil that comes with it. And then a part 3 took that entire story and put it into an individual story line going from 1 to 45 years old of an individual who grew up with greed in his brain, sought it, found it, and it ending up killing him. Well, he really killed himself, but ended up paralyzing him, which I thought was a great metaphor because money paralyzed that guy in the end of it. If you think about it, it brought him to riches and fame. It brought him to glory. It brought him to everything he ever thought he wanted, but it was never enough. Then he started doing drugs and alcohol. Then it started being the decline of his rise, which was super, super phenomenal. And that story just was from cradle to grave all around the greed and money. And, you know, it's like, man, control is something, self-control is something. But outside of that, Ren, thank you so much for allowing us to monetize your videos. That's the only way I know how to wrap this up. I was like, hey, here I am using Ren's video for my own production as a reactor on YouTube, hoping to make a couple bucks, if that's even what it means. But I've never been about the money on this channel. If you guys follow me long enough, you know that for a fact. It's all about the artists and the discoveries and meeting the community, because music is the biggest community that brings people together of anything I've ever found. And I think it's absolutely phenomenal. So guys, thank you so much for number 1, the suggestions, and number 2, following me along and bringing me a part of this Renegades journeying down this rabbit hole. So next to come, I'm definitely going to be getting into some of his rock side with his band that you guys keep highly suggesting to me. So be on the lookout for those. Everybody, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, keep on rocking.